Hi, I'm David. Welcome to another episode of Changing Time. Today's guest is Amanda Moss from Amanda Moss PR and Lifestyle Magazine. Please enjoy and stay safe. Hi Amanda, how's everything going?
Hi, David. It's going really well, thank you. As well as can be expected, but yeah, it's good.
Good. Well, tell everyone, what do you do? What's your business or businesses and profession?
I'm Amanda Moss, and I run Amanda Moss PR, and I have Lifestyle Magazine, which is an international magazine, but aimed at local businesses, which is what my PR does. So it helps grow small businesses, puts you on the map. I show you how to get more customers, and I'm all about advertising and PR. I also run a lot of events like the Lifestyle Awards, Liverpool Fashion Week, and fashion shows and awards around the world.
That's amazing. So, how has the lockdown and pandemic affected you and your business?
Well, I work from home, so it hasn't had that much of an impact on me. My PR is still running. I'm still helping businesses, especially at this time because people recognize that they need to keep talking to people and let people know that customers know that they're actually still alive and
Yeah.
still, if they're not open, that then they're letting them know that they will be open soon. The magazine has temporarily closed for a couple of months, but I'm looking at getting that up and running for June. So yeah, still lots to do. So
So, have you obviously with what you do, you haven't had to change much of how you run your business, but have you made more of an effort to get out there more?
well, I'm very vocal anyway on social media and with my newsletters and stuff. So that hasn't changed. What's been frustrating for me is that I do travel a lot for business, and because I have a magazine in Cyprus, I've been going there every month to work there. So I've been sort of commuting there, and that's had to stop. I had to fly home. We were in lockdown in Cyprus for a week longer than, well, 3 weeks longer than the UK. So I've effectively been in lockdown since the beginning of March. It's it's hard because I'm not used to being in one place
Yeah.
for so long. But like everybody, just had to adapt. I'm very lucky that I do run my business from anywhere, so I'm not having to close offices or lay off staff or anything like that. All my staff are freelance. Um, but of course, I've looked at the way that my business is operating because, for example, the magazine is going to be just published online for June. There's no point in printing it because I don't know which businesses are open where I can distribute it to. My usual places of distribution are still closed. I'm going to increase the distribution through the supermarkets, which I know are open. But again, 95% of my advertisers are shut at the moment. I predominantly deal with the fashion and beauty and the lifestyle industry, the leisure industry, and obviously they've been hit really hard at the moment. But of course, they're the first ones that will be advertising strenuously when they reopen. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. But how have you been in yourself? Have you been more proactive with you and basically your mental health and lifestyle?
My mental health is in pretty good condition. I'm very fortunate. I have lots of lovely children that I live in a house with, so I'm not on my own. I don't really do well on my own, but um, I am really sorry. A message just come through. I'm just trying to get rid of it. Um, I'm okay. I mean, obviously, I have my downtimes because I'm not doing what I want to do. I don't do well sitting inside all the time. Um, so I do a lot of meditating. I make a lot of lists. I talk to my friends here. I talk to my clients on here every day, and what how's it affected me? It's made me stop and think about how I want to run my business and how where I want to be because I was always making plans to be in Cyprus to work between the two countries. But now, actually, I've actually made the decision that I will be moving there permanently because life is too short. If anything, this virus has taught us is life is really short,
Yeah.
and that we should just grab every opportunity. And I'm so grateful that I did the fashion show in Los Angeles last year. You know, I was thinking about, do I do it last year or do it this year? If I did it this year, it wouldn't be happening. You know, last year I just had to take the plunge and do it, and that's just affirmed that we just absolutely have to live for today. I also booked a holiday with my best friend. We're going to Asia in 18 months. I know it seems a long way away, but we wanted something to look forward to. Traveling, this virus isn't going to put me off traveling. If anything, it just going to makes me want to see more of the world as much as I can, because you just don't know what is going to happen. But for now, just got to live for today.
So what businesses are you wanting to talk to? What business do you want to help?
I want to help everyone really, and that's what I do. The awards is all about empowering small businesses. Mostly though, the businesses that I deal with don't know how. They think they can do their own PR and marketing. Most businesses don't even know the difference between PR and marketing. Most businesses don't know how to advertise effectively, and running the same advert, sponsored boosts on your social media is great, but you're talking, to the same people, and there's a big wide audience out there, and there's still a lot of people who don't use certain platforms. Certain age groups don't use Facebook. Certain age groups are into TikTok and Snapchat. So PR encompasses the whole spectrum of everything. So my audience is people who want to be famous, because that's my tagline: I can make you famous. And by famous, I don't mean that you're going to be on a Good Morning America, although I have been on Good Morning America twice. Fame is all about being memorable,
Yeah.
getting your name out there. It's about being recognized, so that could be in your community, in your industry field. That is exactly what I do. And if you've got a toothache, you don't pull your tooth out. You go to a dentist. It's the same with a PR an advertising professional. You go to the professional to tell you what to do. And I have over 30 years experience in this field. I've worked across all sectors of print media, journalism, newspapers, magazines, and TV. So I have a huge wealth of contacts, and not just locally either.
Yeah.
There's a big wide world out there. And in fact, most of my PR clients aren't actually in the UK.
So what would you say to like the businesses that go, I haven't got the money to get PR? So
Well,
you
first of all, if you want to have a successful business, um, you need PR. You need to, I would say, well, it used to be 30% of your advertising should be spent on advertising and PR. Any industry professional would suggest that. I understand people don't have a lot of money at the moment, but at least 10% of your turnover, your annual turnover in your business, should be spent on PR and advertising, and not just doing it yourself, speaking to a professional, because we know what we're talking about. We can come up with ideas that you may not have thought of. We can run campaigns that you would not have dreamt about. And it's also good to have an outsider looking at your business, because when you're in your own business, you forget what you're doing, in terms of you're so busy concentrating on making it a success and doing it to the best that you can be. You forget that, from an outsider, I'm looking at your business from a customer's point of view.
yeah.
What's the benefit for me to have you, for me to use your services? I'm not going in saying I'm the best, I'm the best. I mean, I know I'm the best, but people, small businesses, um, they may shout about being the best that they are, but if no one knows who they are, they're
Yeah.
just shouting to the same people. So really, you may have the greatest website on the planet and spent 10 grand on it, but if nobody's going to it and traffic's not going to it, then it's a complete waste of 10 grand. You're better off spending £1,500 on a website, or even £500 on a website, and spending 9 grand on effective PR, where you're talking to a business consultant who knows exactly what they're talking about. I'm also a business coach and NLP trained, so you get the whole mindful business, running a business and coping with stress and focusing on your goals and motivation. You get the whole package with me. So it's pretty, hopefully, I'd say inspiring.
No, that it is, and what you've done in the last few years has been amazing with your retreats and your total mind thinking of how you approach things. But at the moment, with everyone being at home, people can access your knowledge through the Amanda Moss PR membership.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the thing about business, with anybody in business, is that you have to keep evolving. If you keep doing the same thing that you were doing 10 years ago, you're not going to succeed in business. If you're still selling advertising the way that you were selling it 10 years ago, you're not going to get new advertisers. People evolve, businesses evolve, ideas change, people's wants and um, desires for how they want their business to be perceived and run change every day. And this lockdown time, has been an absolutely brilliant time for me to assess how my business is, just like everybody else, where it's going, how I can make improvements. Constantly want to be um, improving my services and making things better and making it affordable for people, especially now whose budgets have been cut. But a lot of people, as soon as they go back to work, their businesses are going to be heaving. The salons, the hairdressers, they're going to be queuing around the block for those services, and they're essentially my main core advertisers.
Yeah. So tell us more about your Amanda Moss PR membership.
Um, Basically, you pay £15 a month and you get access to videos and just worksheets as to how to run your own business. It's very, very basic. I mean, it's just advice for how to write a press release, who
Yeah.
to target, how to stay focused, differences between PR and marketing. It really is. If you I don't have a clue about PR and marketing, but you've heard the buzzwords going out, it's just basically an interactive guide to showing you what to do. Um, it is good for small. It's sort of like a referral manual, but I wouldn't rely on it to grow your business. It's just something that's like
It gives them
a
a snapshot of what you can
it's
offer.
a blanket, yeah, for people, yeah. And there's no obligation to, to to pay monthly. It is, pay as you go. So I've always been an advocate of small businesses, looking after the shops on the small parades in the suburbs, and that aren't in the city centre, that still have huge rates, and they need support. It's very lonely running a business, and we should all support each other where we can, and that's where the magazine and lifestyle and PR comes in. I mean, the great thing about my business is, I'm just not an advertising rag. I'm not just a magazine. With my PR company, you get my, you get the magazine, you get access to my events, you get access to thousands of people every month, every week.
Yeah. So have you noticed a change in the trend of how people are doing things now, and can you see a difference when all the lockdowns being lifted, and how people are going to approach it?
So, well, obviously, a lot more people will carry on working from home, and I think that's a nice thing. It's a good thing. It's about time we change our attitudes to how we work. There's no need for. I mean, I've worked from my phone for the last 4 years. You don't need to have an office, really. If for many businesses, unless of course you you are a hairdresser or something, but more people work from home, more people are going to access training videos from home, and more people are going to have meetings like this. There won't be the need to go for coffees and uh, and have face-to-face meetings in front of each other. We'll be doing more stuff like this. So, yeah, that we will change the way we work, but I don't think humans are sociable people. We're not going to not see each other. And I do believe that, like childbirth, which was very painful. This lockdown has been very painful for a lot of people, but you bounce back from childbirth and you forget about it, and you do it again and again. The same with lockdown. In 2-3 years, everybody will hopefully have forgotten, not hopefully, but people will forget, and people will just go back to their old ways, because naturally people, live in their own little circle of
Yeah.
comfort, and they don't want to leave that security blanket.
Well, I know from myself, I've learned a lot of. I was going really busy again, and I needed to slow down. So it's given me really a chance to look at what we were doing and how we were doing it, and how I can slow it down a bit more. So
Yeah, you were insane with all your videos and meetings. You were doing about 20 a week, weren't you? Just
it was getting that
absolutely.
way. It was getting that way, but it. I need to think of myself, and I think that's what it affected everyone during this time. It's made them think of where do they, where do we need to work on themselves more.
Well, that's it. There's been a lot of personal development during this time. I mean, I've had some breakthroughs on a personal level. I know, what I want out of relationships, and I've got. I mean, my relationship with my kids was always brilliant, but it's just lovely to just be at home with them. I've not pushed them to do any schoolwork. The school have been sending schoolwork, and Albany's been doing some, because she's going into GCSE year next year. But my kids in primary school, they've not done anything, and I'm not pushing them to do it, because I just want them to be kids. I want them to be free.
Yeah.
There's so much pressure on young people. I'm just like, just enjoy yourself. Just have fun, relax. I'm not telling them to get out of bed at 9 o'clock in the morning. They get up when they want, they go to bed when they want. They're having an absolute ball at the moment.
So what do you want people to know? What do you want people to know about you, your business, and your final message?
Well, Amanda Moss PR, I can make you famous. If you want help in growing your business, then talk to me, because I'm an ideas factory. I think outside the box. I'm prepared to take risks. I have so many contacts that you wouldn't even know, that you wouldn't even dream of. And I'm not limited to one city, one country, one town. The world is your oyster, and you can grow as big as you want to be. Um, the only thing that's stopping you is yourself. So how big do you want to grow your business? I can help you grow it. Um, so yeah, come to me, have a chat. It's free to talk. And not all PR is. People think PR is really expensive, but what's more expensive is running a business for 5-10 years, not getting it to the stage where you want it to be, grinding yourself, working yourself into the ground. That's going to be more costly on your health, on your finances, on everything, than just paying somebody to actually lift it and grow it. And that's what I can do. So there's huge benefits to working with me, and obviously I'm hugely fun to work with.
Well, thank you for your time, Amanda.
Thank you, David.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Well, indeed, take care. Lovely talking to you.
You too. Bye.
Bye.